Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something called Claude Code. And this isn't just another AI that suggests code. Think of it more like an actual, active member of your development team. It's designed to automate tasks and totally change the speed at which we build things.
So let me ask you this. Could you build a professional, maybe even an award-winning website in just a few minutes? I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But the person who created a super popular course on this exact tool says, yeah, not only is it possible, it's something he does all the time.
I mean, think about that for a second. We're talking about a massive shift here. A process that, normally takes a team of experts weeks and weeks of work can now be crunched down into the time it takes to make and drink a coffee. That's a huge deal.
And look, this isn't just some cool party trick. For people who do this for a living, it's a massive productivity booster. We're talking about a real financial impact. So the big question is, how does it actually do this? Okay, let's break down the method.
All right, so the secret sauce here. It's not about the AI getting everything perfect right out of the gate. Not at all. It's all about this really clever, super fast feedback loop. It basically copies how a human would work, but it does it at machine speed. And that iterative cycle is what makes it so incredibly powerful.
So, at its core, the whole technique is a self-correcting cycle. You build something, you review it, and then you refine it. But here's the clever part. Instead of you writing out a bunch of complicated instructions, you kick off the whole thing with a simple picture of what you want.
Okay, so here's how that loop actually works. Step 1, you just give the AI an image, like a screenshot of a website you really like. Step 2, the AI immediately gets to work and writes the code to create something that's, say, 80% of the way there. Step 3 is the magic part. The AI then takes a screenshot of its own work and compares it to the original one you gave it. And then, step 4, it spots the differences, refines the code, and just repeats that loop over and over until it's a near-perfect 99% match. This do then verify cycle is really the engine behind it all. It gets that first draft done in a flash, and then it just obsessively perfects it in minutes. So, here's the key takeaway from that process. The real value of AI isn't that it can get everything right in one shot. The value is its speed. A human developer might be super precise, but they're slow. The AI, on the other hand, is lightning fast and just keeps iterating. That speed is its superpower. But to make that speed useful, the AI needs a really solid starting point, which brings us to its brain. Right, so to make sure this super fast process doesn't just go completely off the rails, the AI needs some guiding principles right from the very beginning. And this is where a surprisingly simple little text file plays a huge role.
That file is called Claude.md. And what is it? Well, it's basically a text file that you put in your project that acts as the AI's core instruction manual. It is the very first thing the AI reads before you give it any task. Think of it like a pre-mission briefing. Before it writes a single line of code, it reads this file to understand the project's goals, what tech to use, and all the rules of the road.
And this analogy just explains it perfectly. If you're a ship leaving port, you have to be really, really accurate with your starting direction, right? Because even a tiny error at the beginning over a long distance, well, you're going to end up way, way off from where you wanted to go. That Claude.md file is like setting the ship's course perfectly from the start. It makes sure that even over a long, complex job, the AI doesn't drift off target. Okay, so this whole idea of the AI having its own instruction manual on your computer, it brings us to a really fundamental difference between Claude Code and the AI chatbots that, most of us are used to playing with. See, Claude Code runs locally on your computer, right there inside your coding environment. It is not just a chat window you have open in a browser. And honestly, this is a total game changer. It means the AI isn't just talking about code, it has direct access to the files on your machine to actually go in and build things. And this difference is absolutely crucial. A web chatbot like ChatGPT or something, it's basically an advisor. It's in its own little browser world and can't touch your files. Claude Code, on the other hand, has full access. It can write new files, it can edit existing ones. So a web chatbot is kind of like someone shouting suggestions from across the room. Claude Code is like a teammate sitting right next to you at your computer with full permission to open up folders and get to work. So, look, building websites in minutes, that's amazing, but it's really just the start. The real power gets unlocked when you stop thinking of this as one tool and start thinking of it as a team of specialized assistants. What I mean is, you can create these things called agents and skills to automate really complex, multi-step tasks that go way beyond just writing code.
This is where you level up from having a single AI coder to basically running an entire automated team that works for you. For example, you could create a research subagent. That's an assistant that can go out, browse the web, read through documents, and then come back with a summary, all without cluttering up your main workspace. Or how about a code reviewer agent? A fresh pair of eyes to look over code for mistakes without any of the biases you might have. You can even build an Amazon shopping skill, a custom tool that browses Amazon for you based on what you're looking for, compares products, and can even add stuff to your cart. Or maybe an email automation agent, a system that finally tames your inbox by categorizing emails or sending replies for you. Each one of these takes the general AI and turns it into a focused expert for a specific job. And that really gets to the heart of it. As one user put it, it's basically my second brain at this point. That's the ultimate takeaway here. This is so much more than just a cool tool for coders. It's becoming this deeply integrated extension of our own minds, augmenting our thinking, our productivity, or capabilities.
So, what would you do with a second brain? I mean, think about it. It can build your website, it can automate your research, it can manage your day-to-day tasks. The real question isn't just what this technology can do on its own, it's what you could do with it. And that's our explainer on Claude Code.